Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Denise would like to introduce you to Dallas Shelton, who for some reason prefers to be known as Jean Leonard. Jean is a highly educated career member of the armed forces, used to thinking on his feet and answering questions immediately and succinctly. Oh, wait a minute, maybe that's someone else. Hello, said Jean. How are you? Hi, said Denise. I'm fine, thanks. Do I know you? No, sorry. Facebook brought your profile to my page, so I decided to add you as a friend. Sorry for disrespect. That's okay, said Denise. It sounded as if you knew me. It's nice to meet you. I could love to know you more and want to be your friend. Okay, said Denise. Where are you from? I live in Guildford. That's in the south of England. Where do you live? She asked. I will from both New York and Norway, but currently at Syria for work and do live in Florida. There you are. Juggle with that one, ladies and gentlemen. What does all that mean? Said Denise. Do you want to try again? Where do you live? Gainesville, Florida, in the United States, he said. Phew, said Denise. But you're working in Syria? Yes, I do. What do you do in Syria? I work under the United States. Look, he put an S on the end, guys. Government, as a soldier. Okay, what rank are you? She asked. A major. Sounds like a high rank, said Denise. Not that I know anything about US Army ranks. Yes, he said. I have my own men, taking orders from me. Your own men, said Denise. Don't they belong to the army? Yes, they do, but they're under me because of my higher rank. Okay, said Denise. So your job is to tell other people what to do? Yes, and I do. Guess what? Patrol with them. Oh, you do you? Said Denise. Yes, it's part of my job. What about you? I'm retired, said Denise. I was an accountant. I ran my own business with my late husband. Oh, that's good, he said. Why? Asked Denise. But I'm sorry for your loss, because you've been a hard work woman for yourself and your family. Okay, said Denise. It might surprise some of these scammers to know that most UK and US women work, and work hard. Have you had lunch today? He asked. What kind of business is that? No, I don't eat on Saturdays, said Denise. It's against my religion. We did accounts for small local businesses. Oh, it's okay. What's your religion? He asked. I'm a Ninth-day Adventist, she said. Sorry, I've never heard of that before, he said. At last, a scammer who's read what Denise says. And you might be thinking, my goodness, we've got a scammer with a brain. He might have, but unfortunately, his mate apparently left his in bed when he got up this morning. We're a small local sect, said Denise. I'm a Christian, he said. It's okay. I was born Catholic. Do you have kids? Yes, I have 2 children and 4 grandchildren, she said. That's good. I'm a single dad with 1 granddaughter. Why is that good? Asked Denise. I lost my wife in car accident on her birthday so year back. It's good because you have kids. Okay, said Denise. Good morning, he said the next afternoon. It's mid-afternoon. Hi, said Denise. How are you doing today? Trying to keep cool, said Denise. It's hot here today. Oh, okay. Have you had lunch yet? I've just told you it's mid-afternoon, said Denise. What is the temperature over there? He asked. I don't know, said Denise. I haven't been outside to find out. Just hot. I think they said it was going to be around 30 degrees C. This is the UK, guys. We're not used to it being hot, and I'm ridiculously heat intolerant. Okay. How was your night? He said. My night? Asked Denise. Yes, your night. Hope you had a good night rest. It was okay, said Denise. How was your night? Good, thanks. What are you doing for today? I'm tidying up the house, said Denise. It's hot here today. It's okay. Are you doing it alone? What? Asked Denise. Are you tidying up the house alone? And of course the reason he's asking that is because he's trying to find out if there's anyone else in Denise's house that can warn her that she's talking to a scammer. Why? Asked Denise. What a weird, strange question. Nothing. Just want to know to make up conversation out for it. Well, it sounded weird, said Denise. What did you have for breakfast? He tried. What on earth do you want to know what I had for breakfast? Are you doing a survey? What did you have for breakfast? LOL, I had a bowl of cereal. My goodness, this man's level of conversation is scintillating. I'm pleased for you, said Denise. Thanks. I just want to be friendly. Okay, he said. Okay, said Denise. Tell me about Syria. You know, something interesting. Okay, he said. And of course, you can always rely on Google. So, our man leapt straight in. Syria, officially the Syrian Arab Republic, is a Western Asian country located in the eastern Mediterranean. The violence rapidly escalated, he continued as a complete non sequitur, and the country descended into civil war. Hundreds of rebel groups sprung up, and it did not take long for the conflict to become more than a battle between Syrians, adding for himself, which has lasted for 11 years now. In April 2017, Google informed him, the US carried its first direct military action against Assad's forces, launching 59 Tomahawk cruise missiles at a Syrian Air Force base, from which US officials believe a chemical attack on Khan Sheikhoun had been launched, which have the loss of life and properties, he added for himself again at the end. I was hoping that you would tell me something interesting, said Denise. If you're going to copy and paste paragraphs, at least A, copy them from the same place, and B, read them to make sure they're related to each other, adding in brackets afterwards, cue the lie, shock horror, I didn't copy and paste. To which our man, of course, replied, No, I can't do that. I knew you were going to lie, said Denise. So you don't know about this on Wikipedia, she said, showing him the first quote, or this on the BBC, showing him the second. I'm not lying to you, he said, or this on The Guardian, she continued, showing him the third. So obviously you are lying to me. Try again. Tell me in your own words. I'm not. Please, I don't like this. Obviously you are, said Denise. Are you totally stupid? I've just shown you where you copied and pasted from. That's what I'm telling you, he said. That you're stupid, replied Denise. That's what you're telling me. Don't talk to me like that, okay? Don't lie to me like that, okay, said Denise, as you're clearly struggling. This is what you typed. And she copied what he'd typed. And here is the first bit in full on Wikipedia. Yes, everybody knows about this, he said. Then you typed, and she copied and pasted the second bit. And here is that bit in full on the BBC. It's a historical event, so it should be everywhere. Okay, he said. Yes, said Denise. So you copied and pasted it. Stop lying. You're just taking this too personal, Denise, he said. No, said Denise, you're lying and refusing to apologise like a proper man. I only told you what I know about Syria. You're in Syria, said Denise, and all you know is a few copy and paste paragraphs. Try looking out the window and describe what you can see. I'm sorry, he said. So, look out the window and tell me what you can see. I can see desert, he said, and my tent. You live in a tent. Where are you in Syria? The north part of Syria, at Tamf, he said. Okay, replied Denise. How are your hobbies? He asked. They're fine, thanks. How are yours? Said Denise. Good, he replied. That's nice. Yes, it is. What's your favourite colour? Purple pomponium, she said. I need to go and get a cold drink. Nice colour. Text me when you get on here, okay? My favourite colour is green and red. Good morning to you. How are you? I hope you had a good night. As you can see, if you're looking at the screen, I exchanged a few more how are yous. How's your day going? It's too hot, said Denise. What have you been doing today? Then get some to drink, okay? Just coming back from, guess what? Patrol. And I'm getting ready for meeting. Who are you meeting? She asked. With the other commanders. We're going to talk about our night shift with our men on duty. What are you up to? Not much, said Denise. It's too hot. I'm reading a book. What are you reading? He asked. Salmon Fishing in the Yemen, said Denise. If you haven't read Salmon Fishing in the Yemen, you really should. What's the book all about? He asked. A project to introduce salmon fishing to the Yemen. It's very funny. You should read it. I won't spoil it by giving away the ending. It's very clever. Sure, I might try to get online, he said. How's your day going? And here we go again. Until the following morning. Are you just waking up? I'm fine, thanks, said Denise. No, I'm still asleep. Are you waking up? And this went on. Hello, are you having a good day? How's your day been? How's your day been? I've been doing housework. What have you been doing? Well, just coming in from, guess where? Patrol! And back to the review reports. What do you do on patrol? Asked Denise. We around the borders of Syria and villages to check on life and properties. Which borders? Asked Denise. Where are you in Syria? The borders between Turkey's and Syria. Yes. Have you had lunch? It's nearly 6 p.m, said Denise. I'm cooking dinner. What are you cooking for dinner? Quiche and salad. Sound good. I like salad too. My goodness, this guy's conversation is just so electric. What's your favourite food? I like all kinds of things, said Denise. What did you have for dinner? I had beef stew over rice. And what's your favourite food? She asked. No, but I do like rice, vegetables, salad and fish. Not sure what you're saying no to, but okay, said Denise. Sounds very healthy. Thanks. I do love to cook myself, and I've been doing that since I lost my wife. Do you think there's anything left of him, or do you think he's cooked all of himself by now? Are you kids staying with you? Why would they be doing that? Asked Denise. No, not at work, but in my house. I do cook for myself, and sometimes eat outside. Are you done with dinner? I'm going to take my shower now. Do you just like talking to yourself? I've no idea why you said, no, not at work, but in my own house. No, I thought you were asking me if I do cook for myself here at work. Why on earth did you think I'd asked you that? Replied Denise. Aren't you bothering to read what I'm typing? Yes. How are you? Oh, here we go again. This is so boring. I'm fine, she said. So if you did read what I said, why on earth did you think I'd asked if you cook for yourself at work? I don't know, he said. And then a bit more, you know, how are yous, hellos, blah, blah, blah. Okay, he said. Where did you go? When Denise told him she was going out. I just went to Sainsbury's to do some shopping. Sounds good. What did you get for yourself? Groceries, said Denise. It's a supermarket. I guess you don't have to do your own shopping. You probably have a canteen with cooks. No, he said. My job won't allow me to do that there. Oh, you aren't allowed to use the canteen? What do you do? Not actually. There are rules guiding us on our duties on here. If you aren't allowed to use the canteen, how do you eat? You have to make your own. I do go for patrol, he said, and make reports. Yes, that's not eating, is it? That's work, said Denise. Where do you eat if you aren't allowed to use the canteen? Do you make your own food? As I can't have access to some certain things, I'm when I'm here. That doesn't even make sense, said Denise. Are you telling me you don't eat? Are you reading anything I'm typing? Of course we do eat, as because we do get weekly supply of foodstuffs and water. So you have to do your own cooking, or do you use MREs? We do have chef cooking for us. I thought you said you weren't allowed to use the canteen with the cooks. I thought you meant buy stuff from canteen outside town, he said. Do you know what a canteen is? Asked Denise. Yes, of course, he said. If you say so, replied Denise. Tell me some of the places you've been posted over the years. Have you travelled a lot? It's okay. What are you doing now? He asked. Waiting for you to answer my question, said Denise. Sorry, I was busy. I've been to China and other countries like Somalia, Iraq. Which part of China? Asked Denise. It sounds like an amazing country with so many different cultures. Yalong Bay, he said. Oh, replied Denise. Is that all? I do love their food, especially sweet and sour pork. I'm sorry, maybe they do eat sweet and sour pork in China. I've never actually been there, but I always think of that as something that the Chinese cook for us Westerners. Hope you're enjoying your evening. Good night. That's the only place you went to in China? Yes. Did you just go for work? Yes, for an extortion of nuclear weapons? ? What is an extortion of nuclear weapons? Asked Denise. I was signed to go to China with some top politicians over the treat atomic weapons produced by the Chinese. Have you had dinner? What does over-the-treat atomic weapons mean? You aren't making sense, said Denise. And you still haven't told me what an extortion of nuclear weapons means. It's unclear weapons we obtained by force because it's so dangerous to fight war, he said. You mean you've taken nuclear weapons by force from China? Not really. We just have to stop them from using it on war. And you still haven't told me what an extortion of nuclear weapons means. And please, please, please don't make me ask again. It gets very tedious. And why did you tell me you obtained weapons by force, if you didn't? I'm sorry about. OK, he said. Sorry about what? Asked Denise, typing rubbish and not being able to explain it. How do you mean? He asked. So one final time, what does an extortion of nuclear weapons mean? I did explain to you already. If you can't or won't explain, said Denise, I'll know you're just an idiot making up rubbish they don't understand. Please, you're insulting me, he said. You have a count of 10 to tell me what an extortion of nuclear weapons means. And she got to 0 and said goodbye. Google came to his aid with the definition of extortion. It's the act of taking something forcefully, and it can be anything, which could weapons bribes. Oh, FGS, said Denise. What on earth does which could weapons bribes even mean? Are you some kind of brain-dead idiot? I know perfectly well what extortion means. OK, don't argue with you. OK? I want you don't type ridiculous rubbish, said Denise. Try typing something that makes sense. Anything will do, as long as it isn't have you eaten, or what's your favourite colour. Tell me something interesting you did at work today that isn't I went on patrol or I was in the documentation room. To which our man replied, Yes, I have eaten. And you? Are you really that stupid? Asked Denise. Have you eating? He said. Oh, FGS, replied Denise. You really are a moronic idiot, aren't you? Please don't talk to me like I'm stupid. OK? He said. But you are stupid, said Denise. Did you even read what I said? I'm not. Please don't say that again. Yes, you said I should tell what I did for work today. So Denise copied and pasted what she'd said, highlighting in red, as long as it isn't, have you eaten, or what's your favourite colour. So yes, you are a total idiot. Yes, I said tell me something interesting you did at work. OK, he said. Guess what they did at work? Me and my men went for patrol, and my trouser got turned when I was running, trying to get to someone. Denise copied and pasted the bit where she said, that isn't, I went on patrol. Try again, and please learn to read. Not much to say, just playing cards with some of my men. OK, said Denise. It's so tedious and so boring when I have to ask you everything so many times, and half of what you type is illiterate, meaningless rubbish. Can we agree to have a proper conversation, please? What about you? He asked. What did you do for today? Yes, I agree. I've been sorting through a box of old photographs, said Denise. Well, I really was, as I've probably said before. I'm packing up because I'm moving. OK, he said. Did any of the old photographs get bad? What do you mean? Asked Denise. I meant, when sorting through a box of old photographs, did any of old pictures get bad? When you're going through that stuff? What does get bad mean? Asked Denise. Like pictures getting faded, he asked. Oh, OK, said Denise. Yes, some of them have faded. OK, hope it wasn't much. A lot of the older ones had faded. The black and white ones don't fade, just the colour ones. Are you photo freaky? He asked. What does that mean? Asked Denise. It's OK, he said. What does it mean? If you always love to take pictures any time you go out of an occasion. Oh, yes, I take a lot of photos. My grandson tells me I take too many. You know, the famous grandson who has to print them all. That's good, he said. Can I have a picture of you, if you don't mind? You knew that was coming, didn't you, ladies and gentlemen? If you give me your address, I'll post one to you. That would be nice, he said. But can't I have one here, please? Just one. OK. I'll have one of them digital cameras, said Denise. My grandson Benji prints my photos for me. Good. Don't have anyone on mobile phone or device you're using to chat me? Pardon? Said Denise. Don't you any of your pictures on your phone that you can send to me? My phone's on the wall in my hall, said Denise. I don't have one of them mobile phone thingies. It's okay, if you say so. You're so beautiful on profile picture. I do like your smile. That's very kind of you, said Denise. It's my bedtime now, so I'll say good night. Let's hope you wake up making more sense tomorrow. That would be awesome. You're welcome. Good night, he said. Sweet dreams. Have a good night rest. Good morning, said Denise the next day. Are you making more sense today? I do hope so. How are you doing today? I'm fine, thanks, said Denise. I've been making some pies so I can freeze them. What have you been doing? Remembering you aren't allowed to say I went on patrol or I was in the documentation room. I'm busy with works and listening to some good music, he said. What kind of music do you listen to? She asked. Slow music, Westlife, Celine Dion. Are you done with your pie? They're in the kitchen cooling down. Okay. Can you bake cake? Oh yes, my late husband loved a nice cake. I love cake too. Everyone likes a nice cake, I find. Now you've given me the idea. I might make one tomorrow. My son and grandsons always come to visit on Saturday mornings. I can make one tomorrow and it'll be ready for them on Saturday. What do you think? That's nice. So what kind of cake will you make tomorrow? I'll probably make a chocolate cake. Freddie and Benji love my chocolate cakes. And then, that evening... Have you had dinner? Do you have a food obsession? Asked Denise. Your conversation is so boring. Have you had breakfast? Have you eaten lunch? Have you had dinner? I guess as you don't have a canteen and so rarely eat, it's understandable. You really need to find a better posting, one that at least has a canteen. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't have food obsession. I really don't tell stories about things. Okay? What does I really don't tell stories about things okay mean? Asked Denise. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought we agreed that it's tedious when you write meaningless rubbish. Yes, we did. And I'm sorry for making the same mistake. So, how are you doing today? I went into town this morning. I always do my shopping on Friday mornings. I usually buy fruit and veg at the market in North Street. And I made that cake after lunch. It's cooling in the larder. That's nice. What have you been doing? Asked Denise. Been busy with work. As usually, I had a bad dream last night. So today, I read a portion of the Bible, which made me feel better. Oh dear, said Denise. What did you dream about? I dream about me getting shot on duty. It was so horrific. And at this point I thought, OK, well, I think I know what's happening next. Oh dear, she said, that does sound like a bad dream. Just as well it was only a dream. Yes, I'm so scared of it. I'm sure if you go for a walk and get some fresh air, you'll be fine. Is your grandson coming over tomorrow? I'm sure I told you. My son and both my grandsons come on Saturday mornings. Ian, my son, usually mows the lawn for me, or does any other jobs I need doing. Did you drive yourself into town? He asked. No, I don't drive, said Denise. I use the bus. My Albie always drove. I never learnt how to. Why? He said. Why what? Asked Denise. Drive, he said. Not everyone wants to learn, you know. In the UK, we can walk. OK, he said. I used to walk into town, and Albie would come and collect me, only because it's uphill most of the way home. OK, I like to walk in morning and evening, he said. That's good in summer, said Denise. No good in Guildford in the winter, it's too dark. OK, but is 6 p.m. in the evening too dark in the winter for a walk? In the UK, he asked. Oh, yes, said Denise. It's dark by 4:30 p.m. Oh, OK. It's different in the USA, said our man. I imagine that depends on where you are in the USA, said Denise. I can't imagine it being light at 4:30 in Alaska in the winter. Sure, he said. What is your likes and dislikes? I like abrogated fortunism, and I dislike actuality inventiveness, said Denise. What about you? I like honesty and dislike lies, said our man. I don't count those as likes and dislikes, said Denise. What kind of things do you like doing and what kind of things don't you like? Who on earth would like lies and dislike honesty? Nobody likes lies, he said. Exactly, said Denise, so that doesn't count as a dislike. But some people always want to tell lies. I can't imagine what would make him think that. And make you make it's trust when it's not. Maybe, said Denise, but I was hoping you'd tell me some proper likes and dislikes, please. covetousness, jealousy, and cheating, which are dislikes. Okay, said Denise. And likes? Surely there's something real that you like or dislike. Hot nights, sunsets, skiing. Understanding, tolerance, and supportive. Also playful. So you're just going to come up with an ever-increasing list of non-things, said Denise. Those are characteristics, not likes and dislikes. Yes, I'm talking about character. Okay, he said. You didn't say that. Okay, said Denise. In that case, I like people with a good sense of humour, a good level of understanding, and able to have an interesting conversation. I dislike liars, cheats, thieves, and scammers. Me too, said our man, who had no idea what Denise had just said. Oh, and I dislike people who think they can get away with typing meaningless rubbish, which we've agreed you won't do again, obviously. LOL, he said. So you dislike me, right? Depends on how many of those characteristics you think apply to you, said Denise. Given that we've agreed you won't type meaningless rubbish anymore. Yes, I won't, he said. So why else do you think I might dislike you? Boring conversations, said our man. True, you are rather boring to talk to, said Denise, which is surprising for such a senior army officer, isn't it? He said. Perhaps you should tell me some of the interesting things you've done and places you've visited. Yes, but honestly, I don't know how to tell stories of where I've been. Don't be ridiculous, said Denise. I'm not, he said. Of course you are. And remember, we've agreed we don't like liars, and you're an experienced officer, used to writing reports. Yes, he said. I'm going for a walk while you write your report, she said. It's okay. Talk to you later, and take care of yourself. Okay? I'm back, said Denise a bit later. I was so hoping you'd have managed to tell me about some of the interesting things you've done and places you've visited. I'm beginning to wonder if you've ever been anywhere. I've been to places. Okay, he said. When I was Yalong Bay in China, I took a walk in the town and went to a restaurant to eat their food, which is stir-fried eggs with tomatoes. It was a cool evening, and I had a glass of red wine, and I met a pretty charming lady who I had one night with in my hotel room. It's fun, as it was my first time to have fun with a China woman. You are kidding me, said Denise. In all your extensive career in the army, the only interesting thing you've done is go to a Chinese restaurant. Please tell me that was meant to be a joke. At least tell me the places where you've been stationed. And I'm not impressed by what seems to be a racist remark. A China woman. You're a disgusting excuse for a human. If I could be bothered to look it up, I'd report you to commanding officer in Syria. I suggest you read a bit more of that Bible of yours. Try the bit about love thy neighbour. Now tell me some of the real interesting things you've done and places you've visited in your extensive career, please. But you're going to have to wait to find out what those are, because that's episode 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do by now. Please like it. Hit that like button under the video. Please share it with your friends and family. Please comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.